There is a hidden beauty in failing forward, though at first it never feels beautiful. When you stumble, when your plans collapse, when your best effort doesn't deliver the results you hoped for, the sting of failure cuts deep. You feel embarrassed, you question your worth, and you wonder if maybe you're just not good enough. But here's the truth most people forget. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every misstep you take is shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and far more prepared for the victories that are waiting down the road. Without falling, you would never learn how to rise. Without losing, you would never understand the value of winning. Failure, when embraced, becomes the most powerful teacher life can offer. Think about the world's greatest inventors, leaders, and dreamers. Do you know what they all have in common? It's not perfection. It's not a flawless record of achievement. It's failure, again and again. Thomas Edison, before inventing the light bulb, failed thousands of times. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if he had stopped at failure number 50 or 500. The world might still be in darkness. The same story is true for athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists. Behind every great success, there is a mountain of mistakes, rejection letters, missed opportunities, and moments of doubt. Yet those failures did not define them. What defined them was their willingness to keep moving forward, to use every failure as fuel, as a stepping stone toward the dream that was burning inside them. When you fail, it's easy to shrink back. It's easy to let fear take over and tell yourself that maybe you should settle for less. But that fear is lying to you. Your failure is not a signal to quit. It's an invitation to grow. Failure shows you the areas that need strengthening. It points out the cracks in your foundation so you can rebuild stronger. It exposes your weaknesses so you can develop resilience. In truth, every setback you face is actually setting you up for something greater. Every door that closes forces you to look for another one. And sometimes that new door leads to a path you never imagined possible. If you can learn to see failure as feedback instead of defeat, you will find yourself equipped with wisdom that success alone could never give you. But let's be honest, it hurts. It hurts when you pour your heart into something and it falls apart. It hurts when you try your best and still come up short. It hurts when the people around you seem to succeed effortlessly while you're left struggling. That pain is real, and you shouldn't ignore it. But you also shouldn't let it break you. Pain is a sign that you're stretching beyond your limits, that you're daring to reach higher than before. It's proof that you're alive, that you care, that you're willing to take risks instead of sitting safely in the shadows. And here's what you need to remember. Pain does not last forever, but the lessons you learn from it will stay with you for a lifetime. If you hold on, if you keep pushing, that pain will eventually transform into strength. One of the most dangerous lies people believe is that successful people never fail. They imagine that the strong, the talented, the wealthy, the respected, they all reach the top without struggle, but nothing could be further from the truth. Behind every successful person is a story of countless failures that nobody sees. They don't talk about the sleepless nights, the tears, the disappointments, the betrayals. They don't post about the years they spent unseen, unnoticed, and unrecognized. What you see is only the highlight reel, the finished product. But if you could look behind the curtain, you would realize that success is always built on a foundation of failure. It is always the result of persistence, resilience, and a refusal to quit when things got tough. So, what does it mean to fail forward? It means refusing to let failure be the end of your story. It means taking every mistake, every loss, every rejection, and using it as a stepping stone instead of a stumbling block. It means asking yourself after every fall, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What's the next step I need to take? Failing forward is about shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing failure as evidence that you're not capable, you begin to see it as proof that you're in the arena, that you're trying, that you're on the path to something bigger. The only way you can truly fail is by refusing to try again. As long as you keep moving, you're still in the game. There will be people who doubt you, voices that whisper, "You're not enough. You'll never make it." You have a choice in those moments, to let those voices stop you or to keep pressing forward despite them. Confidence isn't about never doubting yourself. It's about choosing to act even when you doubt. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving ahead even while fear is screaming in your ear. Every time you rise after a fall, every time you take another step after stumbling, you prove you are stronger than doubts, failures, and fear. Remember this: failure refines you, but it does not define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your setbacks. You are not the rejection letters, the missed opportunities, or the broken dreams. You are the person who chose to rise again. You are the one who decided that no amount of falling would keep you down. You are learning, growing, and evolving through every challenge. And because of that, you are becoming unstoppable. The world doesn't need people who never fall. The world needs people who rise every single time they do. That's how leaders are made, how legends are created, how ordinary lives turn into extraordinary stories. So, if you feel like you've failed too many times, hear this: your story is not over. The best chapters are still unwritten. The pain you feel today may be the very reason you find strength tomorrow. The doors that closed may be pointing you toward one that will open into a greater future. Don't give up now. Don't let failure trick you into believing you're finished. Keep moving, keep growing, keep fighting. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And one day you'll look back and realize that what once felt like failure was actually the very thing that carried you to victory. Fail forward, because the only true failure is giving up.